Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Time Out Cricket Podcast. Myself, Avik Banerjee, along with me, my friend and partner in crime, Bishtujay Kumar Dash, again here to discuss another IPL squad of 2021. This time, it is Sunrisers Hyderabad. So, Bishtujay, tell me, Sunrisers Hyderabad, SRH, your thoughts?
Only this year, there is no home and away games. It's like a cluster caravan format. SRH is the only team whose squad matches the ground where they are playing. SRH, we all know, is a spin and slower bowling dominated squad. They are playing 5 games in Chennai, 4 games in Delhi, 3 in Kolkata, 2 in Bangalore. Their nemesis would have been the Bangalore ground. So they are playing 9 out of 14 games in Chepauk and Firozshah Kotla, which assists Spain. So when I look through the squad, I guess they will enjoy the most of the grounds they are getting to play the 14 games. Again, SRH, it's like CSK or you may say Mumbai. They don't chop and churn so much. Their key players are same. In fact, in this year IPL, I think they bought 2 to 3 players. So SRH builds a core team, goes with that, and every year, come what may, they reach the playoffs.
So, as we know, we don't have much to discuss about SRH because we know they are a very somewhat balanced squad. I never felt them like out of place. They have good spinning option, they have good pace option, their top order batting is also good. But the only concern is the middle order because once if David Warner or Johnny Bairstow or Ken Williamson, anybody who I don't know who is going to play, but if any of these names get out quickly, automatically the pressure falls on the middle order. And in the past, we didn't see much of the middle order action from SRH. What is your thought in this case?
Ovik, you have hit the nail on the head directly. You know what? SRH is a top heavy team. Their middle order is highly inexperienced, and with the loss in form of Manish Pandey, and also if you see, they lack finishers. So if David Warner, Kane Williamson, or Johnny Bairstow goes out within the 60 or 70 runs, and if they are chasing 180, they will fall short more times than less. That is one of the key reasons why Johnny Bairstow, even though he was hitting the ball so well, had to sit out last year because they had to play Jason Holder as a all-rounder, as a finisher, and Riddhiman Shah was opening. It was a forced change because of the team combination. This year, that is one of the key reasons why I guess they took in Kedar Jadhav so that he can play as a finisher. But again, Kedar Jadhav is in the fag end of his career. He has not played domestic that much, and he has lost a lot of touch. In the last year IPL for CSK, he was failing to connect the ball, and he was missing some key moments where he is a very innovative player. His innovation was not coming to his rescue last year. So again, this IPL, I thought they would have beefed up their middle order with a finisher, but that is the Achilles heel of SRH.
No offense to Mr. Kedar Jadhav, but obviously the way he was defending the ball in the last moment where you had to hit maximum number of, like, you have to go bonkers. He was like trying to defend the ball last season. It was horrible, horrible scene at that time. So now let's move on to the key players. So we know David Warner is always there. I think so. It will be in your list. But let's talk about the key players this season.
Over like any like Mumbai Indians or CSK, you will say the key players are David Warner, the banker Kane Williamson, and the magician with the ball. I say for especially for the T20 format, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. if you see, SRH is banking on David Warner and Kane Williamson heavily again this year. Now again, David Warner, from the time he wore the orange jersey, from the time he came into Hyderabad, what a player, what a purchase he has been. Every year he is the bank. He will give you at least 500 runs.
Right.
He will perform every year. He will win you at least 3-4 matches. He will give you those starts in opening. And I have seen him a passionate captain like Virat Kohli, especially when he has won the orange jersey. He is very emotional and passionate for SRH. And this we can see by his body language when he's on the field.
Not only his body language, I just want to add one point, not only from his body language, even from his TikTok videos, he is like he is like he
Yes,
loves Telugu so much. He loves that Hyderabad thing so much that he's very involved with the team, and he uses those Telugu film dialogues for his TikTok videos as well. So that shows how much passionate he is about the team.
now coming to my second and third player, Kane Williamson and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Now, Kane Williamson is the key. He is like the AB de Villiers of SRH.
Right.
The reason I say so, Kane Williamson is your banker. If the top fails, if the opening fails, Kane Williamson is there to hold the middle order and the team can play around him. And if need be, he can play the long shot. Believe me, Kane Williamson in current world cricket is a very underrated cricketer and is one of my favorite cricketers. He most of the time goes under the radar, I feel so, but he is one of the key players of SRH for New Zealand too, for SRH in this IPL. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, after coming from injury, I remember we always skeptical how will he perform against England in the white ball league. He was coming from long layoff. For Bhuvi, I had I had one concern that we should wrap him in cotton ball and keep because he gets injured quite often. If you remember last IPL, after playing 4 or 5 games, he was injured. Last year, last 2 years, even in the World Cup, he was injured. He had to miss most of the matches. When he's fit, and we know that in the white ball leg of the England cricket, he won you some key moments of the game. He is the main reason Virat Kohli lifted both the Paytm trophies because he is a miser with the ball and he has some beautiful slower balls. And with the opening bowling, with the in swinging and the out swinging, he can take those key wickets. So for me, these are the three key players of SRH this year.
Okay, so let's move on to our next section, the X factor. So, for SRH, your thoughts, Vishal?
SRH, one X factor picks himself, Rashid Khan, the
Oh,
magician.
the leg spinner.
Rashid Khan every year will pick at least 17 to 20 wickets. Every year. He's like David Warner with bat will give you 500 runs. Rashid Khan will give you 17 to 18 wickets. You know, Rashid Khan reminds me of Sunil Narine at his prime for KKR. Opponents play 16 overs against SRH. Whenever you are chasing or you are batting, you have to account for 16 overs for SRH because the 4 overs of Rashid Khan, you need to keep your wickets intact. He will go for 15, 16 runs and he will take 2 to 3 wickets. So he is a magician with the ball. You know, I'm seeing on stat. He has played 62 games for SRH and he has gone for 6.24 is the economy rate with 75 wickets. And also be mindful, he is a good hitter of the cricket ball.
Yeah, right,
Many
right.
people don't realize Rashid Khan can give you a cameo of 20-25 runs in 10 to 12 balls. If you remember a week, another heartbreak for KKR, 2018, we would have won the playoffs and gone to the final if not for one player, Rashid Khan. He played a very eventful cameo. He made 25-30 runs at the last and he took 3 important wickets, I guess.
Yeah,
Especially
even
one of that Andre
Andrew
Russell.
Russell. Right. That was
So
just 4 deliveries left. I remember vividly there were only 4 deliveries were left, and had Andrew Russell defended those 4 deliveries, we would have easily gone to the finals. But anyways, that's gone. That's
yeah,
gone. So let's.
but again, that's what I'm saying. Because Rashid Khan, I remember in 2018 that KKR game, KKR needed somewhere around 7 runs per over after 10th over. because the
Right.
opening gave them a good start. Rashid Khan changed the course of the game with 2-3 wickets. I guess it took 3 wickets, and with his miserly bowling. So this year also he is the key X factor. You look at the grounds where they are playing: Chennai 5, Delhi 4. He will enjoy the Chennai Chepauk, and if the pitches are anything close to what we have seen in the second, if the pitches are anything close to the second Test match, please God help the opposition against SRH. My another X factor player is a player we have seen less last season, and he had a somewhat good domestic season, is Abdul Samad. People
Right.
of the Indian domestic circuit is speaking highly of him because of his hitting prowess. I will tell you one thing. Last season, he played somewhere around 10, 12 matches. He had a strike rate of 171. So, and we have seen he can hit the long ball. He might not have got that opportunities. I feel SRH should use Abdul Samad as a floater. Whenever you need quick runs in the middle, send him up. Even if he hits you a 30 or 40, he can change the game. And occasionally, he can give you leg spin, say 1 or 2 overs max. So Abdul Samad is another X factor for me.
So moving on to the next part, that is the players to look out for SRH. Yes, Vishwajay.
See, players to look out for, I would this season again look out for one player, Yorker Natarajan. P. Natarajan, or people call him Yorker Natarajan, because honestly, with the T20 World Cup on the hindsight, he can be India's key bowler. Just think of India's bowling lineup: Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Jasprit Bumrah, T. Natarajan. Three of them specialized in death bowling, and Bhuvi and Bumrah can bowl in the opening. Only thing of concern for me is that Natarajan coming up from a layoff, a small injury. The 2 games he played against England, the fifth T20 and the third ODI, he was below par. But the last over he bowled to Sam Curran. What a over! You needed 14. A player like Sam Curran in front of you, he nailed 3 to 4 Yorkers, and Sam Curran could only hit the ball straight to long on and long off. So if Natarajan can get 14 games and perform as per his ability, it will be a big boost for SRH, for India, and I am really looking forward to Yorker Natarajan. Another player I am looking forward to is another player from the class of 2018 Under 19 World Cup, Abhishek Sharma. Abhishek Sharma is your left-hand batsman, left-hand bowler. He can also is very innovative. He doesn't seem to hit the long ball, but he can play some innovative shots, and he can be a finisher. And he is an excellent fielder. He's an excellent fielder, and he can give you occasional 2 to 3 overs. I might be reaching out, but I can see him in the long run a replacement of Ravindra Jadeja. When Ravindra Jadeja finishes off his career, he might be a like-to-like replacement. It's a long run. It's a long game I'm talking about, but I look forward to him as that.
So, as we said on the first hand only, that we don't have much to discuss about SRH apart from their middle order, because they look somewhat a balanced team. So, what will be the probable 11 for this IPL, Vishwajay?
See again, SRH probable 11 is a tricky part. You know why? David Warner, Johnny Bairstow, Kane Williamson. Your 3 foreigners are over.
Right,
And Rashid Khan has to play.
right.
There is no discussion. So your 4 slots are gone. Now you have an inexperienced middle order, and you cannot play a foreign bowler. But again, looking at the pitches where SRH are playing, Chennai, Delhi, Kolkata, Bangalore, my team is David Warner, Johnny
David Warner.
Bairstow,
Okay,
Kane Williamson.
okay,
I would play Manish Pandey in number 4 because
okay,
of his reputation.
okay,
Abdul Samad,
okay,
Abhishek Sharma,
okay.
Vijay Shankar.
Mm-hmm.
Vijay Shankar, the long forgotten person, but anyways, I would play him.
Okay,
Rashid Khan,
okay.
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, T.
Mm-hmm.
Natarajan, and my last player will be a bowler who is an IPL giant. Many people don't discuss him. Sandeep Sharma. Sandeep Sharma, if you look at his record, he is an IPL giant. He has taken some key wickets. He is a force in the opening bowling. he will give you 2 to 3, and he's a miser. If I was SRH captain, I would have bowled 4 overs straight of Sandeep Sharma in the power play, and
He
he
is
will
ba-
give me.
he is basically a reverse option of Glenn Maxwell. Like,
Yes, yes, that's what I'm saying. Because every IPL, like, if you remember when he played for Kings 11 also, he was an under the radar. People never used to discuss about Sandeep Sharma much. But if you look at his record, more often than not, he will knock over the top of the batsman. He is a miser with the ball. He might not be that effective in the fag end. But for that, I have T. Natarajan and Bhuvi, 2 overs at the top, 2 overs at the death. So, looking at the SRH side, only concern is the middle order. Would I play Mohammad Nabi in place of Vijay Shankar in Chennai and replace Johnny Bairstow with Riddhiman Shah? Because see, out here I have Rashid Khan and Abhishek Sharma somewhat spinner. Could I play Mohammad Nabi? Could I play Mujibur Rahman? Mujib is also in the team. Could I? Because see, I am very keen to see Mohammad Nabi too. He is an excellent all-rounder. He also goes under the radar. So for Chennai, don't be surprised if Johnny Bairstow is left out for Riddhiman Shah and Mohammad Nabi plays for Vijay Shankar.
okay,
So this is my probable 11.
fine. Okay. Um, One last question from my side, because I know you have your favorite question waiting. But one last question. Shakib Al Hasan, missed opportunity?
By a big time. By a big time. You know, I will tell you an anecdote, Uri. I think many people didn't bid for Shakib this season, thinking that what if Bangladesh board doesn't give him the NOC because they might have lined up some test matches in the time of IPL.
Hmm.
Many people thought about that. KKR got him at a very bargain rate.
Right.
KKR got him at a very bargain price. And as we can see, Bangladesh has given NOC to Shakib as well as Mustafizur. Definitely, in Chennai, in Delhi, Shakib could have been your answer for the middle order. I would have played Shakib in place of Johnny Bairstow. You know, Shakib could have been your answer. Definitely, he's a missed opportunity, but SRH lost his KKR's game. Now, coming to my question, Ovi, now my favorite question.
Right.
End of 2021 IPL, where do you see SRH standing?
Number 4. Right away. Number 4. I don't see anywhere. Number 4, number 3, something like that. I don't see
See,
them out of the that IPL top 4, because they are a consistent team. They are doing it consistently. I believe so. I know the middle order is a scare, but number 4.
if I see, no, SRH has a gun bowling lineup. Ideal for T20.
Right.
Their top three, their bottom four and top three, I think are top. They are top notch in this IPL. So, and they are playing 5 games in Chennai, 4 games in Delhi. Means by the time the majority of the IPL league matches are over, SRH will be playing on the friendly pitches as per their team. And I won't be surprised if SRH finishes somewhere in the league stage at least, top 2 teams. I won't be surprised because they might carry the momentum by that time. And also, don't forget, Johnny Bairstow is in red hot form. Rashid Khan is in red hot form. Bhuvi is in red hot form. So these are the 3 players who are in excellent. David Warner again, he is a bank every year, as well as Kane Williamson. Only the jinx in the armor is the middle order. But again, I feel they will be in top 3 this IPL.
So, just we are going to end of our session. Did you like our chit chat, and did you like what we said about? Do you agree regarding our session of regarding SRH? If you have liked our content, please give a like to our video, share it as much as possible, and always hit to the subscribe button will be highly appreciated. And again, I just want to add that please hit the bell icon to get regular notification from our channel. So again, by saying this, thank you Vishwajay for joining,
Thank you,
and
everyone.
we both will be again back on the next episode. For till then, bye bye.